Hey, it's Cassie from Curry Honda in Chicopee. You're listening to the Bax and Nagle podcast on Rock 102. Come see us at Curry Honda for the best selection of new and pre-owned vehicles. Experience the best at Curry Honda. Thanks for listening.
Rock 102, Springfield's Classic Rock. It's 5:33. And the Black Crows with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
Nice day today. Mix of sun and clouds with a high of 87. It is 60 right now in downtown Springfield.
Man, what a show today. Marty Caproni is going to be in here, I believe, talking about a $20 dinner and a comedy show. Actually, $30 dinner and a comedy show. Take that back.
Never heard of that guy.
And I've never heard of a $30 comedy show.
That's actually kind of new. Finally, some new material.
Yeah, but it's for a worthy cause. What is it?
Cain's Crusade.
Cain's Crusade.
Yeah, we'll talk more about that later on.
And we got other stuff, too.
Like what? Tell me what. Tell me what we got today.
I got another $25 Ollie's gift card to give away.
Mother, father, you gotta be kidding me, Baxy.
I'm telling you what, I'm like a walking gift card dispensing machinery thing or so.
Wow.
I know.
You're like Rip Taylor, but instead of confetti, you're throwing out gift cards like it's it's a paper ticker tape parade.
Holy mackerel.
Holy mackerel.
There's that and other stuff, too. It's 5:34 with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
Hey, it's Steve Nagle. Join me in the Rock 102 Road Crew.
Rock 102, Springfield's Classic Rock. It's 5:50. And REO Speedwagon at Rock 102.
It's going to be a mix of sun and clouds with a high of 87. It is 60 degrees right now in downtown Springfield.
Hollywood Trash is brought to you by Western Mass Masons. Call them for all your foundation and chimney needs.
Somehow you still care about what's happening in Hollywood. So, from Tinseltown, 3,000 miles away, it's Steve Nagle's Hollywood Trash.
Ed Sheeran has been named the UK's most played artist of 2025 for the 8th time, surpassing Taylor Swift and Dua Lipa.
If you've won that award 8 times, isn't it more most played out rather than the most played?
I don't know. What's going on with your voice over there?
I got a little frog in my throat.
Yeah, that's what she said.
That's all right.
All right. His music is played an average of 574 times daily across various platforms. Rising star Miles Smith had the biggest individual track with Nice to Meet You. Sheeran's departure from Asylum Warner Music after 15 years was announced, citing personal evolution as a father of 2.
Yeah, that was it. He wanted more money. They said no. He moves on.
I guess. I mean...
I'm willing to put money down on that.
Really?
Yeah, it had nothing to do with his kids or anything else. It had everything to do with they didn't give him the money he wants.
All right. Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't know the personal business dealings of Ed Sheeran.
You don't need to. It's about contract negotiations. You say one thing, they say one thing, you say curse word, and then you move on.
They hang up. Then they hang up. The new superhero series Spider Noir, which is it's all based around a Drakkar-wearing Spider-Man.
Jesus. How awful does that sound?
Has premiered to eager fans, but it does not include a post-credits scene. The self-contained story follows an aging private investigator and former superhero in 1930s New York City. Despite speculation about future installments or crossovers, the series remains standalone. Spider Noir is available for streaming on Prime Video.
What's next? Jason Momoa appears as Aqua Velva Man?
Yeah, or what about, what was the other one? Brute. Who would be Brute? The Brawny Man joins the Avengers, and he's Brute Man.
Yeah, Brute by Fabergé.
Ooh, I love Brute. What about Polo? Anybody doing a little polo action? You know, my brother used to wear Drakkar like it was... And the ladies loved it back then.
I believe I had a bottle back in 1985 as well.
I think every person in that time frame had either that...
It was that or Polo. And the problem is, Polo actually smelled good. It's just that everybody smelled like Polo.
Which was a treat. It was like a retreat from Old Spice. Like... it was the next your generation getting away from your old man's Old Spice.
Right. Aqua Velva is kind of like your gateway drug to men's fragrances. Then it's the British Sterling. Then, all the others. They all fall in line.
I once wore Old Spice when I was a teenager, and I went on a date with a girl, and she's like, "Wow, you smell like my dad."
At least you didn't say Grandpa.
No.
Grandpa's got a bowel problem.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, when somebody reminds you of a parent, it's really probably not going to work out.
Well, because you probably got it from your father.
I did. We had all the bottles. We had the ship bottle. We had the Lighthouse. You know what I'm talking about. They came out with a whole line of these things. I don't even see those anymore. Nobody puts out. Do they even make the original Old Spice anymore, or is it all brand new like body sprays? And I don't think you can find.
I think you can find it. It's just that nobody really wants to smell that way.
All right, you know what? Yeah, I do. Nostalgia is my thing, man. I want to smell like the 1970s and 80s again.
Well, I'll tell you what. If you could get me a bottle of High Karate, I'll start wearing it.
We put it out in the universe about Sweet and Low, and I got boxes and boxes of Sweet and Low. If I manifest Old Spice into my life, maybe I'll get another ship, or maybe I'll get another Lighthouse, or there was some other. There was a couple of other things that they had like as collectibles. We'll have to look those up to see what they are.
I can't wait to start looking.
Modern day, nostalgia. We're going back in time, and we're gonna smell like the men who built this country.
There was also one that was shaped like a pirate.
Was there one?
Yes.
Yeah.
He was a pirate with the hat and everything.
Yeah. My dad, we used to have all kinds of things that were like liquor bottle shaped, like trains and stuff like that. He drank all those. Never used the Old Spice, though. We wound up throwing those things out.
Kind of surprised he didn't start drinking those.
Well, I mean, it didn't have enough. It only had like 0.004% alcohol. You can't get drunk off that. You'd have to drink like 10 bottles of Old Spice to get that kind of.
But if it makes your mom think she's sober, then it was totally worth it.
Kevin Hart addressed the surrounding Tony Hinchcliffe's joke about George Floyd at his Netflix roast, stating that while the joke was not tasteful, racial humor is expected at such events. Hart defended Hinchcliffe's set, noting that he wasn't shocked by the content as it aligns with the nature of roasts. He emphasized that he doesn't want to be involved in the discourse surrounding the controversial material and highlighted that the production of the roast is beyond his control. Chelsea Handler criticized the jokes made by Hinchcliffe and host Shane Gillis as racist and sexist, particularly taking issue with a joke about lynching made by Gillis. I didn't even see it. Did you watch it?
I did. And frankly, the Tom Brady roast, it wasn't, but it's too much.
I didn't even think the Tom Brady roast was that great.
I didn't think so either. Something like, some of the older roasts.
Listen, man.
With Greg Giraldo. I mean, those were great roasts, but these were like, it's too much.
I was just going to say, the Greg Giraldo eras of those roasts were absolutely hilarious.
The Greg Giraldo, the Lisa Lampanellis, those were all great. But now it's just like, once you're doing it like a 20,000 seat arena, it's just not the same.
But I think there's a lack of creativity on the comedian side, where you're just going for what is the worst thing I could possibly say, as opposed to making it artful and funny. Like, I thought
like the Norm Macdonald one and the Bob Saget roast.
Yeah,
there was nothing filthy about it. It was as clean as a whistle. But it was one of the most brilliant things that most comics had ever seen. It was like he was intentionally trying to tank the entire thing and with the worst jokes ever.
And he did it so well.
It was perfect.
Kim Kardashian, actually, it's Ray J, was rushed to the hospital with heart issues after that fight that he had the other night.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, Kim must have had something to say.
Oh, my God. The last time I had a major valve clogged was when Ray J filled my chasm chamber with high fructose corn syrup in that sex tape you can purchase on YouPorn for $39.95.
Caitlin?
Is it fructose or fructose?
It's fructose.
All right. I just wanted to make sure.
Yes.
I never got that down and dirty with your mother, Chris Kim, but I once invited a gang of Peruvian prostitutes, and we participated in a slam boat clam jam. a little Blumpkin Palooza.
What are you trying to say?
What I'm trying to say is after we were all done, we took a swim in the Snuggle Puddle. That's what that little bear, the Snuggle Bear. He was never the same after that again.
It makes everything springtime fresh.
And that is your Hollywood Trash on Rock 102.
Apply.
And now, Bax's View from the Couch. Brought to you by Rocky's Ace Hardware, your grilling destination. Weber, Big Green Egg, Uni Pizza Ovens, and Traeger Woodfire Grills.
Hey, good morning, sports fans. How the heck are you? Folks, as you know, the New York Knicks are going to the NBA Finals for the first time in 27 years. That was back in 1999. In 1999, I was a young, spry, barrel-chested 33-year-old man. The last time that the Knicks won an NBA championship was all the way back in 1973, 53 years ago, when I was about to turn 7. That means that 2 full generations of New Yorkers have no idea what it means to see their team amount to jack squat. Now, if you happen to be among those sorts of people, you know, the ones that have dedicated their lives to seeing the Knicks not win championships, then this must be a very exciting time for you indeed. So much so that you might even consider splurging for tickets. But what would something like that cost you? Well, it's funny you should ask. According to reports, center court tickets for Game 3, 12 rows back, across from both benches, are allegedly being sold for as much as $123,000 apiece. If you wanted to buy tickets to sit behind the Knicks bench, those tickets are being sold on StubHub for $279,804 per ticket. Now you might say, Baxy, I'm a little strapped for cash. How much are the cheapest seats available? Well, apart from grabbing a seat in the Madison Square Garden men's room, the cheapest seat will cost you about $5,893. Interestingly enough, the cheapest seats in either San Antonio or Oklahoma City is anywhere between $1,200 to $1,600 per ticket, whereas courtside seats are expected to go between $25,000 to $33,000 each. You know where they're not going? They're not going after my money, because frankly, the cheapest seats in the house, no matter where they play, is at my house, on the couch. And no, you are not invited. Folks, I just spent $76 to fill up my car with the cheapest possible gasoline I could find. I don't have anything left to purchase a $5,000 ticket to anything. I don't even have enough money to get there, nor do I have enough money to park my car in New Haven so I can take an overpriced train and then get there and come back home. No offense, but it would be cheaper to rent the Rolls Royce and drive it to either San Antonio or Oklahoma City, and I have no intention of doing that either. But hey, enough of my yapping. Sports brought to you by Rocky's Ace Hardware. Buy a mower at Rocky's, it's delivered and assembled free. Buy a grill at Rocky's, it's delivered and assembled free. Mowers and grills, 400 and up, are delivered to your backyard, ready to mow and ready to grill from your neighborhood Rocky's Ace Hardware. I'm Bax. That's my view from the couch.
Rock 102, Springfield's classic rock.
Rock 102, Springfield's classic rock. It's 6:12 in Rush with Bax and Nagle and Rock 102.
Mix of sun and clouds with a high of 87 today. Tomorrow, sunny with a high of 72. It's 60 right now in downtown Springfield.
It's my understanding that Marty Caproni will be here to talk about a $30 dinner and a comedy show. It's up $10 for a charitable cause.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. I see you got a whole load of egg salad yesterday from the Kriegs.
You know, Barry contacted me over the weekend and said, I've made a ton of egg salad. How can I get it to you today? Now, I was in New Hampshire at the time, so, I mean, there really was no convenient way to get the egg salad. Yesterday, he contacts me and said, hey, I've got some egg salad for you. Where can we go to do the exchange? And I'm like, well, yeah, I got wherever you need to go. So we made this clandestine plan to meet up in the north end of Springfield, where some of the best drop-offs and pickups happen all the time. So if you can imagine it, I drive all the way up to the north end. I meet him in an undisclosed parking lot, and we make the exchange. And I'm looking around all over the place, make sure there's no heat tracking me.
You know, that undisclosed parking lot looked a lot like 3300 Main Street.
Well, Steve, it's funny that you should mention that, because he actually said, let's meet at 3400 Main Street. And I took actually a premature left-hand turn, because there's a sign that says 3300, 3350, and then 3400. What I didn't see is the arrow that said 3400 is down the road. So this is so weird. I pull into the D'Amour Cancer Center, and I'm thinking,
Wow.
What the hell is Barry doing here? Is Barry okay? Is he okay? Is he all right? Is he going to be fine? Turns out I was in the wrong parking lot, and he's fine. He's just having a regular routine medical checkup.
Yeah.
So, at first I'm thinking, is this the last time I'm ever going to have the egg salad?
You're thinking, what is in this egg salad that is causing some sort of,
I realize that, eggs are a healthy source of protein, but too many eggs is not good for you. Everything in moderation. So I'm thinking, what's going on here? But I'm in the wrong spot. But I said, well, Barry, I can go to the next parking lot over, and, we can do the drop-off. Mm-hmm. And he said, no, I'll come to you. I'm thinking, okay, fine. Barry comes over. We do the exchange. I go home. Now it's in a little bag, a little cooler bag with ice, and I bring it home. I thank him. I'm very grateful that he thought of me in this moment to not only have the egg salad, but to go out of his way to deliver it. So again, it's one of the many reasons why Barry is the greatest American hero and one of the greatest people in all of Western Massachusetts.
There you go.
So I go home and I open this thing up. And it's a container of egg salad. I got to tell you, for all of his many great talents, and Barry is loaded to the gills with talent, there is no talent greater than his ability to make that egg salad. Oh, boy, was it delicious. And then when my wife came home yesterday afternoon, she's like, where's the egg salad? So she's on top of the egg salad as much as me. And so now we're just sitting there eating egg salad like the happiest couple in all of Massachusetts. Can't believe our good fortune to get this egg salad.
Yeah.
So thanks to Barry for making this happen. And I'm glad no one tracked me down or tailed me trying to take away the egg salad. I mean, it is precious cargo.
Nobody knew that you were meeting him there until you posted the video. So it's not like somebody... It's not like some secret cabal network of people are following you for the egg salad.
Steve, there are people making drug deals who feel the very same way. Who's going to track me down thinking this is a drug deal?
Yeah.
With all the surveillance and the cameras around the entire Bay State campus, I can't be 100% sure if it's not some flunky inside the hospital. Some administrator,
who came out and said, "That's my egg salad. I made that."
Or quietly trails me back to my house in Hamden, and rolls me for the egg salad. And he's maybe he could be got me down on the ground and punching the hell out of me and stealing the egg salad.
Peter Banco coming out and going, "I made this egg salad. This is my egg salad."
Yeah, he took credit for making it.
Yeah, and then you had that other doctor who was whipping up his own mayonnaise out of the window in that doctor's office. There's a lot going on at Bay State.
I'm telling you, this is why it would not have been my preferred drop-off location. I would have preferred something safer and probably a little more secure. Mm-hmm. Mason Square, for example, probably would have been a better place to go. No one would have ever expected me or Barry Krieger at Mason Square. We could have probably gotten away with it. But Bay State, you got people going in and out all the time from every walk of life.
Incognitus.
Now, we're in the parking lot of the Cancer Center. Mm-hmm. We don't really know the benefits of eggs or egg salad. Mm-hmm. How do I know there's somebody not with cancer said, hey, is that Barry Krieger giving you egg salad? I'm not doing so good. I wouldn't mind some egg salad as I try to fight cancer. I would have had that resting on my back too.
Definitely, you definitely need protein when you're going through chemo treatments, and that would be the perfect meal.
What better food would there be to settle like an upset stomach after chemo treatments?
Well, I'm glad you got a whole dish of that stuff.
Well, it's not my first time, and I hope to God it is not my last. So then I made a video. I posted it. There's still some people wanting to know the recipe as if it hasn't been out there. It's kind of like your corned beef recipe. It's like every time you talk about it, somebody wants the recipe. How many times are you going to give out that recipe?
Too many times. I don't know why. You know what? People are too lazy to go back and look for the link themselves to the video that I made and the post that I made and what else did I do? I did a couple of other things. I think I emailed some people. It's easy to find online. You can easily find that.
The fact of the matter is, I've tried to use Barry's recipe.
Mm-hmm. And you can't do it.
It's unduplicatable. Only Barry is capable of making egg salad that delicious.
It's like because it's made with love. That's what it is.
Also, if you talk to him, one of the ingredients, and he's very, very specific to say it's made with Hellman's real mayonnaise, as if there's fake stuff going on in the Hellman's world, and like in the mayonnaise industry, there's some sort of fraudulent mayonnaise out there. But he's very specific to say Hellman's real mayonnaise. It's an interesting point. I'm fascinated by it.
Well, I'm glad you got a chance to enjoy that, and same with your wife too. You get to enjoy that as a couple. Just sitting there eating it like 2 bowls of ice cream in front of the TV. What were you watching? Walker, Texas Ranger.
Yeah.
And having you know what? Nothing says good romantic date night than a binge watch of Walker, Texas Ranger while eating Barry Krieger's egg salad.
What can I say, Steve? They say romance is dead, but I'm a real egg salad makeout master.
What's up next? Oh, Steve Nagle's corned beef with the equalizer? Michael Caine, you are a genius.
It's 620 with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
Rock 102 cares.
Brought to you by Gary Rome Hyundai.
Each month, we share the mission of a local cause.
This month is Brittany's Believers.
In memory of Brittany Bliss, Brittany's Believers raises to aim awareness and raise funds for childhood cancer research. Your support will help drive breakthroughs in treatment and help bring all of us closer to finding a cure. Learn more and donate at Brittany'sBelievers.com.
Rock 102 cares. Brought to you by
Gary Rome Hyundai, driven by gratitude. Whiting Farms Road, Holyoke.
And Rock 102.
102 Springfield's Classic Rock. It's 626 on Rock 102.
I just read a joke that I can't tell on the air. But if you want to hear it, you can come to the $30 dinner and a comedy show this Thursday.
It's the kind of joke you would tell?
Well, I mean, it's not my joke, but...
But you would tell it in the setting of a comedy show.
Yeah. We just can't tell it on the air. But I'll tell you off the air.
Okay,
afterwards.
Good.
Okay, because
yes.
I think it would be... It's pretty funny. I think it's pretty
I believe you. Okay,
right.
Tell us the joke that's not so funny.
Oh, you want to laugh now? I guess
it is the time to do it.
I guess we can do that.
It's Bax and Nagle's Joke of the Day
I'm funny how? I mean, funny like I'm a clown, I amuse you,
on Rock 102,
I make you laugh.
Springfield's Classic Rock.
I just realized I have a logic fetish.
Really?
I just can't stop coming to conclusions. Oh, my God. Yeah.
Coming to conclusions. I don't understand that at all.
Well, let me explain it to you, Bax. It's because I have a fetish of logic.
Yes.
And when you come to conclusions, I don't even know what I'm trying to say.
Maybe it's best to not say it.
Maybe it's best. Yeah, maybe it's best I just keep this one to myself. But I'll tell you the other one right after this.
Okay, good.
Bax and Nagle.
It's 6:30 with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102. It's time for news. Here's local radio icon Steve Nagle. By the way, before you get into the news, that joke really was very funny.
It was hilarious.
It was great.
But we just can't say it on the radio.
You could say it tomorrow night during a $30 dinner and a comedy show.
That is right. So if you go to that show, say, hey, what was that joke you couldn't tell on the air? See, this is our little teaser, to get you to buy a ticket to a show, and support a great cause in the process. Too.
Yes.
The Westfield Police Department is asking for the public's help identifying a man who was last seen in Westfield in March.
Isn't it May 27th already?
Yeah, that's right. According to the department, the individual was last seen on March 23rd, 2026. At approximately 7:30 p.m. on Kane Brothers Circle Police released a surveillance image of the man on Tuesday. As part of the investigation, anyone with information is asked to contact Detective Brad White by email at bwhite@cityofwestfield.org or by phone at 413-562-5411, extension 79385. You know, usually when they put the picture out this much later, it's just, they already know who it is. They're just throwing it out there. They put it on social media. And they're like, hey, you know this guy? It's just to see which one of you snitches wants to turn this guy in. Yeah, I know that guy. His name is Bob Smith.
You know, maybe it's, you might be right. They probably know who it is. They just need like one more person to bury this dude or just to confirm it's him.
Yep, that's my boy Rico. That's him.
You know, if the coach just put him in, he could have made state.
Could have. Never made it, though. Bad knees.
I could probably throw a football a quarter mile.
Mayor Salem Derby from East Hampton has released a statement condemning anti-Semitism in East Hampton schools following an investigation of a hate symbol drawn last week. Last Thursday, a swastika was found drawn in chalk on the playground of Mountain View School. Former East Hampton City Councilor Owen Zarette stated that the discovery marked at least the seventh anti-Semitic incident reported within the East Hampton Public School District in the last few years. Following the discovery of the symbol, the parents of children at Mountain View School received an email regarding the incident. Dr. Jill Pasquini Torchia. Isn't that that's a good chip, isn't it? The
no,
Pasquini Torchia.
That is just a tortilla.
It does sound like an Italian like corn chip.
It does.
The Pasquini Torchia. Do you like salsa with your Pasquini Torchia? Head of the Mountain View School said in a statement, "This symbol of hate has no place in our schools or in our community." On Tuesday, Mayor Derby released the following joint statement alongside Superintendent Michelle Balk and Jewish Federation of Western Massachusetts Interim Director Adam Solender. And then they go on to say that they condemn the action. Wouldn't it be weird if they promoted that? Like, of course they're going to be against anti-Semitism.
Yeah, but I mean, I think when you're the mayor of a town,
you got to speak up and say, hey, we're against this.
Well, you got to acknowledge it.
Well, I would hope you are.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, you don't want your mayor to, you know, like minimize it in some way because it is such a hate-fueled symbol that if the mayor says nothing, it's like, it's no big whoop. Then all of a sudden he's like, oh, you some sort of anti-Semite? And he's like, no, I just did nothing to say about it.
Well, I mean, I just find it kind of weird that they have to go out of their way to go, we are against anti-Semitism. And most people are like, well, I'm glad you are. I wouldn't imagine you would be for anti-Semitism.
I don't think anybody in town was accusing you of being an anti-Semite.
You know, if we just passed that override thing, anti-Semitism would be just...
No, I don't think it would have anything to do with it. I don't think that would have any effect whatsoever.
Members of the Springfield Police Ordnance Unit and the Department of Code Enforcement issued over 50 tickets during a park and walk sweep in the North End neighborhood. They took brooms with them, and they said, we're cleaning up this town.
Good to run into me and Barry yesterday in the North End.
The Springfield Police Department states that the sweep was conducted last Thursday as part of a quality of life check in the city. Springfield Police issued 40 ordinance tickets and 3 parking tickets, and members of code enforcement issued 19 tickets. Common ordinance violations include land maintenance, motor vehicle parking restrictions, and litter. Residents can view the Good Neighbor Handbook to learn more about city ordinances.
I know people in the city of Springfield that would take the Good Neighbor Handbook and smoke it.
Yeah, I done smoked that too.
As opposed to read it, you know, you run out of a pack of zigzags, all of a sudden, that's looking like a pretty good option.
I'm reading the Good Neighbor Handbook here. Snow and ice removal, maintenance of sidewalks, gate cutting trees on public property.
Mm-hmm.
No one can cut or trim trees on tree belts or public property without a permit from the Parks Commission, by the way. Otherwise, you get a $50 ticket.
Yeah.
Handbills. You can't put any handbills up.
Who's putting handbills up?
I'm sure there's somebody putting handbills up somewhere.
There are places you can find your cat. You don't have to put them on a telephone pole or something like that.
Tag sales require a permit from the city clerk. No one can hold more than 4 tag sales per year, which is kind of weird because if you have enough junk in your house and you're trying to prevent litter from happening, you should be able to have as many tag sales as you want.
I think people are worried about the traffic on a street.
Yeah.
You know, if you're a neighbor and your next door neighbor's got, all of his treasures out on the driveway, at some point you think, hey, listen, I can't even get out of my house because Bill next door has got some end tables to sell for $0.25.
Or like that file box of Playboy mags I found at that garage sale up in or tag sale up in Chester a few weeks ago.
There's somebody saved those thinking they'd probably worth a fortune someday. They probably sold the whole box for $3.
Look at it. Look at this one. This one's got Tawny Katane in it. This Madonna one, the last stapled issue.
Look at this one from 1957. You know, the centerfold is now 100 years old.
My dad it was basically a naked woman that you couldn't see any of the parts on.
Yeah.
Hanging up in his little workshop, and he would always say, "That's his cousin. That's my cousin."
Right.
And it wasn't until I was a teenager until I realized he's making that up. That's
it took you that long to realize that's not actually a relation.
Yeah. I was like, when are we going to meet our hot, mostly naked cousin?
Listen, I have some cousins that are all very lovely women.
Yeah.
And even if they pose naked, and I believe that none of them have, but if they have, I would not put that on display and tell everybody, hey,
that's my cousin
this
up
is my
there.
cousin up there. What do you think? Pretty hot, huh?
Check it. Second cousin, of course, not first cousin. That would be sick.
That would almost be inappropriate.
I dated a girl in high school, and then after I broke up with her, she wound up dating her cousin.
Really?
Yeah, it was weird. It was very weird.
Like I said, I got some lovely cousins, but that's crossing a line for me.
Can you imagine that? That's how disgusting I was.
Yeah.
That dating a cousin would be the better alternative than to be with me. You know what? I'm just going to keep this whole thing in the family. I can't outsource my material here.
So, given a choice, I could either start a family with Steve Nagle or run the risk of some inbreeding.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to go with the inbreeding instead. That seems like a safer option.
Well, I mean, think about what these kids would look like.
I guess she made the right choice.
Oh, a pack of thumbs running around my house. 3 individuals have been sentenced in connection with a violent assault involving a machete and at a Millers Falls home in 2023.
Steve, I believe it's pronounced machete.
You know what? I don't know what college you went to and where they pronounce these words, but you are wrong. You're so confidently incorrect about the pronunciation. Whatever that thing is.
Pronunciation.
Whatever, dude. Whatever. Oh, I'm sorry. You went to Marquette College.
No, you're thinking of Marquette Ford. I went to Marquette University.
Didn't you? Yeah, you went to Marquette University and you built Ford. You built F-150s all day.
No, that is absolutely not what happened, and it is pronounced machete.
I don't know. Sounds like you went to Marquette College.
Yes,
top-notch service. They even have that Lugnuts Cafe inside.
That was the cafeteria, the dormitory, the Lugnuts Cafe.
I spent so much time at the Lugnuts Cafe at Marquette University. Didn't Chris Farley go there too?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, 2 years ahead of me.
Oh, it's a famous university.
Oh, listen, we're just crawling with notables.
Anyway, the Northwestern DA's office stated that following a joint investigation with the Mass State Police, it was determined that on December 23rd of 2023, 3 individuals traveled to Millers Falls with the intent to assault a specific person at his home. One of the suspects was armed with a machete during the assault.
Steve, it's pronounced machete.
Okay, Mr. Smarty Pants. The individuals attacked their intended victim, but he was able to escape by entering his home. When they were unable to reach him, they attacked an innocent bystander outside, slamming him headfirst into the ground and beating him. The bystander sustained serious bodily injury as a result of the attack. The suspects were identified as 27-year-old Brendan Collette of Turner's Falls, 27-year-old Jenica Chapin of Greenfield, and 23-year-old Xavier Chadwell of Greenfield. That sounds very royal. Xavier Chadwell. Please step up to the plate, as you will be the first to be handcuffed and taken off to prison.
Yes, it makes him sound so much more sophisticated and royal, regal.
You must be from the machete selling family of royalty, the Chadwells.
You know, we Chadwells are handy with a machete as we try to cut down canes of sugar, but we never have used a machete.
Each was found guilty in Franklin Superior Court in separate bench trials of 1 count of assault and battery with a dangerous weapon causing serious bodily injury and 2 counts of assault and battery causing serious bodily injury. Collette was sentenced on April 27th to 6 years in state prison. Chapin was sentenced on May 20th to 6 years in state prison. And Chadwell was sentenced on May 20th to 2.5 years in the House of Correction and 2 years of probation. Violent acts like these have no place in our community, said Chief of the Elders and Persons with Disabilities Unit Thomas Robinson. Our office will continue to work closely with law enforcement to ensure that those responsible are held accountable and brought to justice. So there you go.
Okay.
Let's see. I think we're done.
That's it?
Well, I mean, it is. This is going to be a tobacco farm is transforming its barn into a public music festival featuring 4 bands, local breweries, and food trucks.
Where is this?
Johnson Brook Farm on College Highway in Southwick has been a tobacco barn for 100 years. And for 100 years, it was so nice. Lord, it was lovey-dovey.
Now, does I haven't been in a tobacco barn when it's not being used as a tobacco barn.
Yeah.
If you have a tobacco barn that's been cleared out and washed, does it still smell like tobacco?
Might have that little effervescent smell of a little tobacco. That's not a bad smell. Fresh tobacco.
Well, I mean, it's, as it ages, it gets a little funky.
The Arnold family has been operating the tobacco farm for 6 generations. Currently, Devin Arnold is working to turn the barn used to dry tobacco leaves into a music venue. He partnered with Brandon Robb, a co-owner of Vicennial Brewing, to help and bring a wider audience. It takes weeks to put in and it takes weeks to take out. The barn doesn't belong to the show. It belongs to the crop. We just get to borrow it. You know, I like how they repurpose a lot of these buildings for entertainment venues. People really do a nice job when they take these old mill buildings, they take these old tobacco barns, and they turn them into like really cool atmospheric entertainment things.
I mean, I've heard some rumors of some things that are happening locally of exactly that, where some mill space is going to be used for something really, really cool. I'm not at liberty to discuss the details of it, but it's like, that's kind of. It's a cool repurposing of space that wouldn't normally be used for anything. If you got somebody with a little bit of cash and some creativity, you can do nearly anything.
You're not at liberty to discuss something that was probably not supposed to be discussed with you to begin with. That is kind of a weird thing, isn't it?
Well, Steve, I'm actually in the know on a lot of things that I don't even bother to remember.
Really?
I just forget.
So you don't even know what that was about?
No, I do. No, in this case, I know what it was about, but I'm not going to.
What does it rhyme with?
I'd rather not say.
Where is it? What town is it in?
It's in the area.
Where in the area specifically?
Somewhere within the 413 area code.
What is your mother's maiden name and the last 4 numbers of your Social Security number?
Her maiden name is Amel Mahay, and the last 4 digits of my Social Security number are 6969.
Giggity.
And how?
How did you get that?
It's all who you know.
Yeah. That is one hell of a social security.
Oh, you bet.
Is it 696696969?
Steve, don't tell everybody.
Oh my God! We can put it on the side of a bus like that LifeLock guy. Nobody will ever hack you. Your Pioneer Valley forecast today is going to be cloudy with a high of 86. Tomorrow, mix of sun and clouds with a high of 72. It is 59 right now in downtown Springfield. I'm Steve Nagle, and that's the news on Rock 102. Oh, yeah.
Rock 102's Classic Rock Summer is happening now through Labor Day. Excuse me, with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
Cloudy with a high of 86. It is 59 right now in downtown Springfield.
You know what this is?
What?
This is the allergies.
Yeah, dude, I had it last week when I mowed the lawn. All that crap got into my lungs and my throat, and it was disgusting.
Yesterday afternoon, my wife decided it'd be a really great idea for us to walk in nature, and I was dead set against it. But I had no real argument to not go, so we did. And here I am, like I'm coughing up like Smurfs all over the place. I don't know what it is about the allergies. To me, it's like Mother Nature's way of not wearing a condom. You know what I'm talking about? It's like she's raw dogging everything.
Yeah, I'm gonna get right inside of you, inside of you, and fill you up.
Yeah, so I'm in. I didn't want to go that far with it, but you know what I'm talking about. I mean, it's like you can't breathe. You're hacking. Your car is loaded with this little yellow film. It's gross.
Mother Nature is asking you to call her mommy at this point.
Yeah, again, I didn't want to go that far into it.
But
Well,
I mean, you're talking about raw dogging and everything, and here I am just going along with what the pollen kink would be like.
I was making just a simple comment, a quick little humorous aside. And here you are, digging into a rabbit hole of filth and disgust. And by the way, I love it.
Yeah, I know. Isn't it great?
It's great. $20 to $30 dinner at a comedy show.
Hey, you can't beat that.
No, you can't.
Yesterday, Dan Williams is a very generous man. He was giving me items that he's no longer in use for. And, they're without getting into specifics, what they are, they're useful tools and, things I can use around my own home.
Right.
Because he feels like, this would be good for you, Steve. You could use these particular things. So yesterday, he shows up here and he said, hey, remember I told you I have those things that I was going to give you? Doesn't really matter what they are, right?
Yeah.
And I said, yeah. And he goes, well, you know what? I left my Jeep open. You go down there and you grab them, and then I'll lock it as soon as you're done, right?
Okay.
And I was like, okay, we can do that. So I go down, and he tells me specifically that they are on the front passenger side floor of the Jeep, right?
Okay.
So I go down there, and he tells me where the Jeep was parked, right?
Sure.
So I go over to the Jeep, and I open it up, and I'm looking through, and I'm like, there ain't nothing in here but like dog toys and stuff, right?
Right.
And then I realize after a couple of minutes, this isn't even his Jeep. They all look alike. And I'm like, how many of these Jeeps are just wide open and they have the tops on them?
Don't you lock your Jeep?
Obviously, he was telling me that this was open specifically for me because he knew I was going to go right down there and grab them.
Sure.
But they all look alike. And they all have what is the duck thing with the Jeep people? They all got ducks, little rubber ducky.
That's a whole thing.
And as a matter of fact, that's the thing I thought I was recognizing when I walked up to the window and I see, this must be his. He's got the ducks, but they all have ducks. What is with?
It's like
it's
swingers.
A cult.
It's like swingers with the upside down pineapple. That's how you identify somebody on cruise ships.
I'm like what? And how many people are? And so now I look like some sort of thief because I'm rifling through somebody else's Jeep, and I'm like moving things around, going, where the hell did he put this thing?
Can you imagine if the owner of that particular Jeep came out and see you rifling through it? Like, whoa, hey, dude, what are you doing?
Hey, Dan told me, Dan Williams told me I could rifle through this thing to get what I needed. And then I finally find the right way. And mind you, there's more than one of these Jeeps in the park. I'm looking.
They're very popular, and his Jeep is kind of like a badass looking Jeep.
And a lot of them are badass looking. It's almost like everybody's got a duplicate down here in the parking lot.
See, I can only identify Dan's Jeep because, in the old building, he would park like next to me, like or in front of me. So I could always see like that marine bumper sticker he has in the back. I mean, that's how I can identify that's Dan's. I mean, never mind the duck. It's the marine sticker. They're like, okay, all right.
No. You know what it really is? Because I only saw the front windshield with the rubber ducks in it.
Yeah.
That's how I thought that was his Jeep. His Jeep has now, mind you, this is a man who got in a serious biking accident when he was hit by a box truck many years ago riding his bike.
And the box truck took more damage.
And the sticker on the back of his Jeep shows a stick figure family being hit by a Jeep that says, "Screw you and your stick figure family." Would you be comfortable carrying that sticker around after the pain and suffering that you suffered through?
When you're Dan Williams, pain means nothing to you.
I guess so. I guess not.
That box truck bounced off his barrel chest and was unable to move. Dan gets up, dusts himself off, and says, "I better go to a hospital just in case."
Yeah, I just so I at least I found the thing, but I hope I'm not like on camera somewhere. This is like the Westfield Police. Has anybody identified this man? We're gonna have Chief Robert Stock over here in Longmeadow, another unsolved mysteries Longmeadow. Because somebody was rifling through a Jeep in mid-morning in broad daylight, right here.
It's 7 o'clock with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
And now, Bax's View from the Couch. Brought to you by Rocky's Ace Hardware, your grilling destination. Weber, Big Green Egg, Uni Pizza Ovens, and Traeger Woodfire Grills.
Hey, good morning, sports fans. How the heck are you? Folks, it's always been my belief that you can always tell a college student, but you can't tell them much. Back in my day, when I needed money around campus, all I had to do was either return my empty cans and bottles to the nearest redemption center for a nickel or donate my plasma for $25 a shot. What I would not do is spend that money on potentially dangerous stuff like sports gambling. Of course, those were days before sports gambling was legal, back when debts were collected by men with tire irons and baseball bats. But while sports books are now legal, what is not still legal is when some dopey college athlete decides to gamble on himself or his teammates up to 10,000 times. Yesterday, the NCAA officially denied the reinstatement of Texas Tech quarterback Brendan Sorsby for the upcoming season after he was found to have placed bets on games that he participated in. This includes games before transferring to Texas Tech when he was still playing for the Indiana Hoosiers. According to Sorsby's attorney, quote, "We believe the right thing to do is not ruin this young man's college career for something that happened 4 years ago." Well, that's an interesting argument. That's like saying, for example, that 4 years ago I shot some guy in the face. Under this same logic, why should I be held accountable for something that happened so long ago? You see where I'm going here? You see, the NCAA has very specific rules about sports gambling. Do it and you run the risk of jeopardizing your eligibility to play in sporting events. It jeopardizes your scholarship, your endorsement deals, your NIL contracts, and all because you were feeling lucky despite a mountain of evidence that suggests that you may have a serious gambling addiction. Now, Sorsby has completed a 35-day inpatient treatment program for his gambling addiction, but that does not erase the consequences of repeatedly violating one of the NCAA's most important rules, and that is don't act like a jackass and gamble on games that you're about to play in. Or did you not read the rules that you were asked to sign for that compliance form? But hey, never mind yapping. Sports brought to you by Rocky's Ace Hardware. May and June, the painting months. Get your painting project on track right now. Go to Rocky's for paint, ladders, everything. Most of all, for guidance as an expert paint advisor at every Rocky's Ace Hardware location. I'm Bax. That's my view from the couch.
Rock 102, Springfield's classic rock.
Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
Going to be cloudy today with a high of 86. Tomorrow, mix of sun and clouds with a high of 72. It is 62 right now in downtown Springfield.
Well, here's a change of pace. Comedian Marty Caproni is here to talk about a $30 dinner and a comedy show.
Hey, it's Caproni. Hey, what's up?
Yeah, how's it going? Just in case anyone's wondering, don't worry. We're not. This isn't crazy inflation. It's just this week. We're doing something to help out a cause close to my heart, which is the folks from Cane's Crusade.
The doggies. They offer services to folks who can't take care of dogs themselves, like veterans and things like that. Like maybe the care has become too unaffordable or whatever, so they come in and they help these folks. It's a really great organization. We've had the folks on here quite a few times over the years, and it's a good cause. So your money's going to take care of the dogs.
Yeah, they're because they find ways for people to keep their dogs in their house. Which, I mean, you got a dog, right, Lou? Mm-hmm. You got Wally, and I got Wicket. And you couldn't think of anything more heartbroken than if there was a reason that they couldn't be in your home. You know what I mean? It's like a member of your family.
Yeah.
So, I think it's a really noble cause. I think it's going to be a great show. We have PJ Thibodeau coming in, who has toured, open for Louis C.K., Dane Cook, a whole bunch of very famous people toured around the country. Really, really great comic. So
awesome.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if you heard earlier in the show when Steve was doing the joke of the day, he stumbled across a joke that was very funny that he could not tell on the air. Mm-hmm. And he has promised, much like the story he was not going to tell on the air, this is the joke that he can only tell during the $30 dinner and a comedy show.
Which, by the way, people were satisfied at that last one, and they will be satisfied at this one as well.
With that joke?
With that story I couldn't tell on the air.
I was surprised you were able to get away with the one you told.
Well,
that was pretty simple, but the one that the
logic fetish?
That was different. This one is probably a little bit too raw for radio, but yet at the same kind of in the same way that story that he told, kind of makes you feel uncomfortable.
Sure,
that would do it here too.
Yeah, it's a good time. So you can ask me if you ask me during the show, I will tell you the joke.
Well, I have a new joke now, just because I got a gift here at the studio when I walked in from one Stephen the Hawkman.
Yeah.
Tweet, 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 tweet.
Tweet, 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 tweet.
Mr. Caproni, did you open up the gift that Bax had?
I got his gift, and I immediately have a really dark joke about it that I'm going to use on Thursday.
Okay.
So you're going to save it too?
There's no possible way I can say it on the radio.
This is like the tease. It's a tease.
It is a tease, but I will definitely say it to you off air because you had your headphones on. So those are nice new headphones, by the way.
Oh, you like these? These are actually the old ones that I got fixed.
Really?
Yeah.
They're like distractingly big, though. It looks like you're ready to land planes.
They're very heavy. And they're the kind of headphones that have like a break-in period.
Okay.
So in a week it's going to sound fantastic. Right now it just sounds a little off.
Okay.
I believe Alan Freed used to wear a pair just like that.
They have been making these since the early 1960s, but they are a beautiful headphone.
You are the modern day Alan Freed.
I can't wait to die of uremia. That's just
Who's Alan Freed?
Like he did. Alan Freed was a very famous. Whoa!
What?
Yeah, I don't know.
Alan Freed was a famous radio disc jockey who coined the phrase rock and roll, whose career was destroyed by the payola scandal of the 1950s.
Okay.
He died of urea.
And Dick Clark blew them all in, and he was the one that was saved from that whole scandal.
You know what's funny? If you think of how innocent scandals were back then compared to now. Now they're like, there's an island full of pedophiles. Back then they were like, they pay some people some money to play some hits on the radio.
My God.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God, the humanity.
There's no reason we should be listening to Danny and the Juniors.
I also think somebody has cheated on the $25,000 pyramid.
And now you say, there's a big pedophile on.
Yeah.
But did you see what happened on the pyramid yesterday?
Yeah, I know.
That's messed up.
So yeah, we got the show coming up. We also have coming up on Friday, June 5th. It is the Jacob's Ladder Tavern, which used to be Uncle Larry's Tavern, which used to be Papa Bob's, and I'm surprised they didn't go with it like Cousin Eddie's or something that. They didn't continue the family theme. It is now the Jacob's Ladder Tavern, and it's in Beckett on Route 20, and we're doing a.
It's going to be awesome.
There's going to be quite a few people there for that day, and it's a limited amount of seats because it's not that big of a building.
Yeah,
but so you can only fit about maybe 80 or 90 people in there.
Well, I hope that everyone comes out, because I will say I've been saying this to you for 15 years now, 16 years.
Yeah.
We've got to go back there.
We have to go back there. Well, the funny thing
we're finally going back there.
You almost got your ass kicked by a patron in there.
I did.
What happened?
The guy was heckling everyone. So I told Nagle, I said, let me go up. I'll handle it.
A big barrel-chested dude and probably about 6'3".
Okay.
One of these.
At least.
Yeah.
This guy was so strong that he helped somebody get their car out of a snowbank in the parking lot by picking up the rear end of the car. Okay? That's how big the guy is.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm on stage, and I just start dressing this guy down, from his stupid shirt to his stupid leather jacket. And then his girlfriend says something, so I go, okay, honey, and I start chipping onto her and her haircut and her 80s feathered hair. And, I mean, just one thing after another. And everyone's dying laughing. So now I've turned the whole bar, which is all his friends, against him. And I'm like, this is great. Now we got a show. And then he just goes, yeah, you think it's funny now? And everything got real quiet. And he goes, there's only one way to leave here, and it's right by me. And everyone, you could hear a wreck. It's like the needle on a record.
Yep.
You hear a pin drop. And then I just looked and I said, hey, listen, guys, nobody tell this illiterate moron what all these lit up red signs over all these doors say. Everyone loses their laughing, and that was.
And you know what?
And he was good. He was good about it after.
He was good about it, and he's actually a very nice guy. He's a great mechanic. He's done work on me, and he's one of the parents on the softball team now. So hey, we get to hang out. We get to hang out together.
Well, tell him to come by the show.
All comes full circle.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
Great.
He's a real good dude.
Very good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But you know what? You kind of deserve that.
Yeah. Well,
you don't. Listen, it's like going into a. You don't belong in the neighborhood, if you know what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
The worst thing was that he made me drink Jack Daniels with him after. And he wouldn't let me not drink Jack Daniels. And I got so drunk, I left my jacket there. So then on Monday, I had a day job then. And I was out in the Berkshires for my day job. And I had to stop by to get my jacket. And it was that awkward... Yeah, like college one-night stand thing where you're like...
The morning after.
Knock, knock. I forgot my jacket here. I'm so sorry. You can't look at anyone. Hey, that was a pretty good time, wasn't it? Yeah, it was great. Thanks. Can I have my jacket? I'm leaving. And I left, and I felt so bad after. And then I told him, I was like, you know what, though? That was a real fun show. I'm like, we should do that again. We've been saying it now. But they kept changing hands.
Now, wouldn't it have been great if that guy that was heckling you, this big, giant, barrel-chested guy... had taken your jacket and said, I got your jacket. I'll give it to you in the parking lot.
I swear he got me drunk, so I left my jacket. So he did get the last laugh.
Yeah, they did change hands several times.
Yeah.
It was Uncle Larry.
It was like two Uncle Larrys, and then it became Papa Bob's, then it was something, and now it's Jacob's.
It used to be called the Bonnie Rig years ago, I guess. And then it was, and then this, from what I remember, what it was, and it might even be something before that, but I remember it as Uncle Larry's Tavern. And then it changed to Papa Bob's.
Yeah.
And now it's Jacob's Ladder Tavern. You should really see this place. The backyard of this place, it's got this whole like mecca full of games and entertainment area and all that stuff. Yeah, it's pretty neat.
The Bonnie Rig sounds like some sort of Irish euphemism for your junk.
Well, there's the Bonnie Rig Motel right next door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a motel in Beckett?
Yes, it's the Bonnie Rig Motel.
Is it really called the Bonnie Rig?
So you want to pick up one of them Hilltown heifers?
Ah, Seamus.
Take them right over to the Bonnie Rig.
Ah, Seamus. Go shore your Bonnie Rig, would you? All right.
It's 724 with Bax and Nagle and Marty at Rock 102. Nagle and Rock 102.
The forecast is going to be cloudy today with a high of 86. Tomorrow, mix of sun and clouds with a high of 72. It is 62 right now in downtown Springfield.
This week in Baxy's Musical Podcast, my guests are Dave and Graham Tabb from the band Mad Tab. They're about to release their second album in September called Alas the Bomb Voyage. What's important about these guys is this is the first band signed by In a Nutshell Records. This is a record company owned by Norwood Fisher from the band Fishbone. The first single off the album called Awake, one of the best singles of the year. I'm just putting that out there. Fantastic record, and can't wait to have you listen to it. Really cool interview on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, and on the app. Brought to you by Metro Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram at Chicopee, and Rock 102, Springfield's Classic Rock.
Fishbone's the one with the guy with the weird bassist.
That's the weird bassist, Norwood Fisher.
That's him, right?
Yeah, fantastic. One of the best, not one of the best, the very best live band I've ever seen. And this band, Mad Tab, absolutely awesome.
Really?
Yes. Really good.
There you go.
There you go.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Anyhow,
Anywho.
Marty Caproni in the studio, $30 dinner and a comedy show. I'm sure we'll talk about that two more times before the show is done.
Yeah, the other thing I meant to say, not only will you have PJ Thibodeau, who's a world-class comedian, but also we're going to be doing raffle prizes like we did last week.
Yeah, and they will have their own set of raffles that they are running there as well.
Yeah.
And they got some great stuff on the horizon, so come on out.
Let's
do
out.
it.
Yeah, last week those people made out like bandits with all the stuff that we gave away.
You know what I just realized?
What?
Speaking of giveaways, you and I are wearing the same free hat.
Yeah, this is actually it's got to be coming up again. This is for Mike O'Neill, his Dawn to Dusk golf thing. He raises a lot of money for Jimmy Fund.
From Dusk Till Dawn with George Clooney and Quentin Tarantino?
No. It's the reverse. It's the reverse.
I
finally watched that stupid movie.
What do you mean stupid? It's a Quentin Tarantino classic.
With all the zombies that come out.
Vampires.
Whatever you want to call them.
It's totally realistic. Could happen at any moment.
Yeah. I was just telling Bax, I saw this stupid movie the other day in the movie theater.
Yeah.
Called Obsession. And it's one of these like slasher films.
Okay.
Where this guy he really likes this girl, but she doesn't really like him, and then he wishes he buys this thing at like one of them tarot shops or whatever, and he buys this thing where he makes a wish. He's like, I wish you would just love me unconditionally. And then she turns into a psycho and won't leave him alone and starts taping his door shut with duct tape and killing all the friends.
Happens all the time.
It was one of the worst performances.
Find a nickel.
Actually, I know some real life scenarios.
And then she went out to ruin his life? I'm sorry.
I know some real life scenarios that are much scarier than that movie was.
Me too.
People were laughing about how bad the acting was in this thing, and it's got 95% on Rotten Tomatoes, which I can't for the life of me understand why.
Because people probably walked out of there feeling good about what a crappy movie they just saw.
I guess so.
They laughed all the way through.
You're saying no matter how bad the acting, everyone just believed everything? That
95%.
Can you imagine that?
I can't wrap my head around it, guys.
Unbelievable. We have news coming up next to Rock 102.
Getting a little older doesn't have to mean, well,
It's 7:32 with Bax and Nagle.
On
Rock
where'd
102.
the time go?
It's time for news, and it is brought to you by Aquapump, an expert in all water supply systems, from the well through the pump and into the house. Here's local radio icon, Steve Nagle.
Well, thank you, Bax. Uber and Lyft drivers in the state are marking the first in the nation as they are now officially part of a recognized rideshare drivers union. Local drivers say they hope this change leads to better pay that keeps up with gas and maintenance and stronger protections on the job. The days of treating drivers like disposable labor is coming to an end, you nincompoop.
Who is that?
That's IAM Union President Brian Bryant.
Brian Bryant.
Sounds a lot like Mayor Dom Dom. It's like he could be a cousin or something.
Well, I mean, aren't all those union guys kind of the same persona?
Whoa.
What?
You just casting dispersions upon my people? Trying to say we got some sort of stereotypes over here?
Actually, they're not stereotypes, they're true. Nearly 18 months after Massachusetts voters created a pathway for rideshare drivers to unionize, the App Drivers Union was officially signed into law by Governor Healy on Tuesday. The union says it'll represent nearly 70,000 Uber and Lyft drivers across the state, creating a formal way for them to negotiate as a group instead of one by one. The fact that we don't have to pay a fee to join the union is a great step in the right direction. Oh!
Now, if you were a regular customer of Uber or Lyft and you needed a ride during, say, like a strike.
Sure.
And you had a friend drive you someplace, would your friend then be a scab?
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
Crossing a picket line, an invisible picket line.
Scab!
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 Nothing but a dirty rat.
Look at him go over there. Look at him go crossing those picket lines, picking everybody up in his minivan.
Taking that bus and that cab. That guy's got a lot of nerve.
All of that stuff.
Oh, yeah, apparently your need to go somewhere important is more important than my right as a worker.
You know, I gotta say,
my labor is being diminished by your need to go someplace.
You know, I gotta say, those rideshare apps, when you talk to the people that pick you up in those things, and they tell you what they get paid versus what you pay, it's shocking that the company, the app company, that really doesn't do anything else but facilitate the rides,
right,
gets the kind of money. I mean, you got to be talking tens, maybe hundreds of millions a day or a week across the country.
I mean, you know, I've taken Uber plenty of times, and it's a convenient, important service. I think there's like this. I think it saves lives in a lot of ways.
Okay.
So when you consider the volume of how many rides are given by Uber and Lyft drivers every single day, it does make sense that the driver gets paid something that's a little bit more reasonable. You're talking about wear and tear on their car, gasoline, the insurance of being
drunk kids thrown up in your back seat.
Absolutely. I mean, to me, what's fair is fair. I'm going to think that Uber and Lyft are going to do just fine, even if they had to, move a little bit of money back towards the driver.
Now, that being said, someone needs to crack down on the people from this app, because Uber does not always vet everyone perfectly, in my opinion. I told you the story about how I ordered some Aleve, and then I ordered a roll of toilet paper.
Oh yeah,
during and I couldn't move because my joints and stuff were all swollen. I really needed the toilet paper, but I ordered the Aleve too. So it's kind of like when you buy the extra thing, because you're trying to disguise it.
It's all day strong, all day long.
Yeah, and the guy, rode his bike on this thing. It showed a Toyota Corolla and a girl, and her name was like Melissa. But it was really some guy named Paco on a bike, and he was like...
Well, he had a Toyota, and he was from Corolla.
He brought it to me, and he was like, here you go. And I was like, this doesn't have my stuff. This is what I need. He goes, I don't know. You got to call the Uber. I was like, what? And then literally, as he drove away, he rang the little bell on the bike. Like, ding, ding, cling.
And that was it?
It was the weirdest interaction.
Did you get your money back?
I did, actually. I got refunded the stuff that he didn't get me off the order.
Yeah.
I ordered like 4 things, and the 2 things I needed he didn't have.
I don't trust when they order the food from those places, and we've talked about this before. I saw this video of this guy delivering food.
And he eats it out of the box and then shuts the box?
He's a bike courier. He's doing the bike delivery. I don't know if it was like DoorDash or one of them things.
Yeah.
And you can see him sitting on the sidewalk. Somebody's taking video of this guy. He's sitting on the sidewalk. He's opening up the bags.
Yeah.
And he's sticking his hands in it, taking the food out and making a dish for himself, then putting it back in the bag, then taking a stapler out of his backpack to staple the bag back up as if the restaurant had done that.
It gives me a weird heat. The bigger restaurants put a sticker on stuff so they can't do that. But there is something there My buddy Lanzarado's with the really good pizza. That guy, he does it through DoorDash. I won't order it through DoorDash because it weirds me out because now you got some stranger in the thing. But Falls Pizza, you guys ever been there?
No.
No, I don't think I have.
It's in Chicopee. It's the old My Brother's place in Chicopee.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
They renovated it. It's not. It used to be a dirty dive bar. Now it's a beautiful, chic restaurant inside.
And you stand there and go, this is where a guy got stabbed.
Yeah. Hey, I remember the bartender.
Hey, this place got a lot of history.
Yes.
Some guy went to Bay State Medical Center right after being in here.
But no, it's beautiful inside, and they have good food too. And if I'm going to order delivery, I do it from their website a lot because they have a dedicated delivery driver that works there. Mm-hmm. So if they screw up, I don't get the soda or I don't get to everything in my order. I just call there and oh, we got it. And it's like really, I don't know. I find that much more comforting. The fact that they know the guy, I know the guy, I can trust my food from there.
Yeah, I would rather have somebody directly working for the organization to come out. But obviously, people are making money off doing the DoorDash drives, and you're more versatile in what you can order by doing it. But isn't it like ridiculously expensive to order those things?
The fee is
pretty pricey.
It's pretty pricey. That to me, I know a lot of people that rely on it because they don't feel like getting off their couch and going themselves.
Yeah,
but I mean, people pay the fee because of the convenience of it all.
Well, like when my daughter is away at school, she needed an Ethernet cable because she was working on a project. 12:30 at night, I got a choice. Am I going to get in my car and drive an hour and bring her an Ethernet cable, or am I going to order it and have it delivered to the campus center where she can go pick it up? It's worth the extra $10 for me to do that at that point. You pay for that convenience.
What started as a routine traffic stop ended with Vernon police discovering a homemade cannon in the trunk of a car. A Putnam police officer pulled over a car for erratic driving and multiple moving violations on West Main Street at around 6:25 p.m. Over the weekend. According to the Vernon Police Department, police say the officer observed signs of impairment on the driver. Drug paraphernalia and suspected narcotics were also visible inside the vehicle.
All right.
The driver did not perform to standardized field sobriety test and was placed under arrest. That's when officers found the homemade cannon in the trunk during a search of the vehicle. 56-year-old Benton Grenier of Vernon was charged with DUI, narcotics offenses, and multiple motor vehicle violations. It's probably the guy from that Falling Down movie with Michael Douglas.
Cannon in his car?
Do you know how many rounds this killed the people? Think about it. Why are you carrying a cannon around in your car for?
Listen, I got things in my car. I can't even explain why they're there.
Yeah, and it was Memorial Day weekend.
Like what? What do you have running around your car?
I mean, I got some lawn chairs, some gasoline, some accelerants, a body wrapped in a blanket. I mean, there's a couple of things in there that
molasses.
I don't know. Yeah, it's like 1,000 tubes of baby oil. I can't explain all that stuff.
Dead hooker. Anyways,
what do you think's in the blanket?
Right. No, this guy's got. Listen, hear me out. It's Memorial Day weekend. Maybe this guy was shooting off a cannon to remember the dead people from the Revolutionary War. Son had a couple too many pints of grog, and that's what happened.
You just brought up with the baby oil thing. It reminded me when I went to Buffalo back in January, and I was staying at the Hyatt in Buffalo, downtown Buffalo, and I had chosen my name, my prefix when I booked the room as Dr. Steve Nagle.
My favorite move.
And all of a sudden they elevate you.
Yes,
They're like,
do.
oh, Doctor, we're going to put you on a higher floor here, because you're a doctor.
Yeah.
Because that's not really like, it's not like stolen valor where you're pretending to be a veteran or something like that. There's a doctor. The people pretend to be doctors.
They ask you when you go for a credit card. They go, how would you like your name to appear? And it's like, I would like to be Dr. Stephen Nagle Esquire. So I would like to be a doctor and a lawyer. That's how I'd like it to appear.
That was a life hack that I learned, and I said I'm going to try this. And sure enough, it worked. And I got upgraded to a higher floor just for being Dr. Nagle that weekend. Now, and this is good because what was happening on the first 2 floors of this 10-story hotel was a traveling hockey league that these kids were running up and down on the thing. And when I came back from the late show on Saturday night, I'm outside and this lady is smoking a cigarette. It's freezing. It's Buffalo. It's winter time. It's freezing cold. She's not wearing any coat. She's just out there in her pajamas, standing out there smoking. And she just says to me out of the blue, "Yeah, you missed a good rough night around here." And I was like, "Why?" She's like, "Oh, the police just left and everything. You missed a whole big scene. They come down complaining that our kids are running around the hotel." And I'm like, what kind of person are you to complain about children who are just having a good time blowing off some steam? And meanwhile, they got all these little hussy girls walking in this hotel. And I said, there's a ditty party going up on the 12th floor up here, and nobody's doing a damn thing about it. So I called the police, and they came, and they busted up that ditty party. And I'm like, where's the baby oil? How do you know it was a ditty party going on?
This is the only thing where you can have a problem when you do the fake doctor thing when you're at a hotel, is if you get so far into character in the story that then at some point, like let's say you said to her, well, you know what, ma'am, I have surgery in the morning and I can't sleep.
I'm
right?
Yeah.
And then let's say one of those little kids starts choking on a hockey puck or something in the hallway. They're like, get him, he's a doctor. Now you're stuck.
Yeah. Now you're the marine biologist.
Yeah,
You're pulling the Titleist out of the whale's blowhole.
Is anyone here a marine biologist? So I climbed upon the great fish.
Mammal.
Whatever.
I have hotel reservations in New York and
where are you going?
Long Island. Anyway, but I completely forgot to do that.
Yeah, you should.
I completely, because I did it all online. It didn't give me the option.
You got to do it, man.
You got to do it by phone. Because you can't. There's no space to do it if you're doing it through hotels.com or anything like that.
Here we are telling everybody to do that, and now there's going to be an influx of people going, I'm booking myself as doctor.
I told you this information in confidence, and now you're telling the whole world my rue.
Now you're going to have a guy like Billy the Trash Man. It's Dr. Trash Man.
Hey.
Or Dr. Hawkman when he goes,
this is Dr. Macadamian. I can't wait to go to the Sheraton in downtown Springfield.
This is tweet. This is Dr. Hawkman. Tweet. I'm an ornithologist. Tweet.
This is Dr. Vince the Plumber.
Shout out to my boys at Westchester Medical Equipment.
Yeah, shout out to the guy with the mini bar on floor 3.
Shout out to my friends at Tyco Surgical Equipment.
Your Pioneer Valley forecast today is going to be cloudy with a high of 86. Tomorrow, mix of sun and clouds with a high of 72. It is 64 right now in downtown Springfield. I'm Steve Nagle, and that's the news on Rock 102. Oh, yeah.
Worthington Golf Links is the...
Rock 102, Springfield's Classic Rock. It's 7:53. And Aerosmith with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
It's going to be cloudy today with a high of 86, looking at 64 right now in downtown Springfield.
The Classic Rock Summer is going on now through Labor Day weekend. You listen to Rock 102 all summer long for details on how to grab your share of the summer stash of prizes. We're giving away a pair of Big E tickets every weekday through Labor Day. And if you want to win, all you got to do is go to rock102.com. And then you got to listen to Pat Kelly every weekday afternoon. So that's the hard part. But the Classic Rock Summer, brought to you by Surfside, iced tea and lemonade plus vodka, only on Rock 102, Springfield's at Classic Rock.
There you go. Marty Caproni.
Yeah.
$30 dinner at a common show tomorrow night at the Shortstop for the Canes Crusade benefit.
Yeah. Tickets are selling well. And you don't have to listen to a lot of Steve and I if you don't want, because we got PJ Thibodeau coming in, and he's a super fantastic national touring comedian.
How did we get so lucky?
Yeah. But here's a thing that we were talking about. So Steve and I were supposed to be leaving tomorrow after the show to drive to Myrtle Beach with Brian Plum, and we were going to go do a weekend of shows down there. Well, the comedy club opened too soon, and they were like, we need to cancel because we're not ready to open yet. We don't know when we're going to open. So now we have the weekend open, and we were talking about doing like a show, just to do a show because we're open. I was like, we could do it for the door or whatever.
Right.
So I asked if anyone had any venues. Someone messaged me, the Granby American Legion. I called the woman over there and never heard back. So if anyone, this would have to be like this morning that would have to happen. But if anyone has a brewery or what'd you say, a bowling alley?
Bowling alley. Yeah, we could do a bowling. I'll do a bowling alley.
I would
What
do
the
a
hell?
bowling alley.
Yeah.
We did that Irvin bowling alley back in the day in Irvin, Mass, and it was awesome. But it doesn't matter.
Comedy amongst the bowlers.
Yeah,
That's
it could be a
awesome.
winery. It could be a winery. It could be a brewery. Mineral Hill, one of those places. If someone had nothing going on Saturday and they say
Or Friday.
Friday, specifically, they can just reach out to us right now. Text the Route 10 Tire listener line or message Steve or myself.
Route 10 Tire listener line.
And we'll throw some people in your business and we'll go do a show.
And you talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're right. It needs
Talk
to be
it up
done
tomorrow.
It needs to be done today.
Yeah, because we'd have to talk it up tomorrow.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you'd be doing a comedy show in front of nobody. And that's a little slow.
We've never done that before.
I think that was our first 5 years of doing comedy was always in front of nobody.
Actually, I believe it was like 2 years ago we did a whole show for nobody.
May have also been that, yeah.
Yeah.
We did a radio show for nobody for about 6 months.
Actually, it was for somebody. It just wasn't us.
You know what? I've got a buddy.
You got a buddy.
Yeah, what to expect when you're not expecting. That's the kind of clarification you'll get from being on this show. But so if anybody's got an idea, go ahead.
Bar, restaurant, brewery, winery, bowling alley.
Now, I should point out that just because that comedy show in Myrtle Beach has been canceled, you're going to take Friday off, and it's going to be a best of show.
Well, I have this is the thing. Like, I have this time that I need to use because it's use it or lose it around here. That's the mentality. I wish we could just save the vacation weeks and then, the last year of working here, hey, you take 52 weeks of vacation off, you got them all saved up.
Like a municipal job?
You can't do
like you were working for like a government or something.
Well, I mean, even when I worked at the railroad, they used to buy them back from you.
Yeah.
If you didn't use them, they're like, we'll buy them back at like 80% or whatever, and then they'll give you the money for them.
That's we don't work for that kind of company.
Yeah, times have changed. This ain't no railroad.
No, it isn't. But anyway, I have no idea because my whole summer I'm being held hostage by a traveling softball league.
I told you not to do it.
Listen, you can't say no to your little princess, Marty. What if your little princess came up to you and said, Dad, I want to join a traveling sports league?
We
and you're
didn't
like,
say no.
Honey.
We did it, but that's exactly why I warned you and was like, just be like, you could do 2 park and rec teams. How about that? It's way better than what you end up spending in time and hotels. And
listen, I feel bad for both of you guys, but I got to tell you, I am absolutely blessed with 3 athletically uncoordinated children, and I have to tell you, they take right after their father, and it's I could not be happier. My time is mine.
You know, my daughter found running. She found that as her passion. So all of a sudden, she didn't care about softball or basketball or anything anymore. And running is so much easier because she does a race. I go there. There's dogs. I pet the dogs. Whatever. She comes running in. Cheer her on.
It's over.
That's it. Yeah. The other morning, she did the race for the Doyon Memorial Scholarship Foundation.
Yeah.
Great people. Great cause. She finished number 1 in her age group, number 2 female overall. Wasn't it great? You want to know what? I was still in bed.
See, that's good. That shows really you being a supportive father.
Didn't even wake me up. They knew that I was tired from shows or whatever, so they just let me sleep.
I knew some friends of mine whose kids played like field hockey, and they were on travel field hockey. So like one weekend they're in Virginia, the next weekend they're in Delaware or Maryland or Maine, and so they're going all over the place. I mean, you know what? Honestly, uncoordinated children are the best children. For me, that's I can't speak for everybody.
Personal choice.
My kids, if they were going to get scholarships, they'd have to do it because their brains operated on a higher level, but not because their bodies were in lockstep.
We did the AAU basketball. That thing was it's a night. God bless you, Steve. But here's my thing.
You got plenty of time ahead of you.
But both of you guys, please take as much vacation as you want, because I'll fill in for you. Papa could use the.
Well,
bus.
you'll fill in on Monday.
Yeah,
Monday.
It's
a best of show on Friday.
Yeah.
So,
and we have a crisp George Washington bill with your name all over it.
Who even knows anymore? I don't even know what people go. What do you get paid? You fill in. I go. If I do, sometimes it shows up one denomination. Sometimes it shows up another.
Listen, we all chip in with a couple of bucks. Oh my God! Look at the time.
Oh yeah, it's 8 o'clock on Rock 102.
Call or text us anytime on the Route 10 Tire listener line at 413-293-1021. Rock 102, Springfield's classic rock.
There are times in everyone's life where you just have to say, you know what, these appliances in my house are not doing it for me anymore. I need brand spanking new ones. And where are you going to get them? You're going to go to Kluwett's, Mechanic Street in Ware, Center Street in Ludlow. They got all the brands you could ever possibly want. Bosch, Frigidaire, GE, Electrolux, Whirlpool, and get a load of this. They also sell grills and air conditioners on top of all the other stuff they sell, like the fridges and stoves and dishwashers and laundry appliances. But grills...
And now, Bax's View from the Couch. Brought to you by Rocky's Ace Hardware, your grilling destination. Weber, Big Green Egg, Uni Pizza Ovens, and Traeger Woodfire Grills.
Hey, good morning, sports fans. How the heck are you? Folks, as you know, the New York Knicks are going to the NBA Finals for the first time in 27 years. That was back in 1999. In 1999, I was a young, impressionable 33-year-old kid. The last time the Knicks actually won an NBA championship was all the way back in 1973, 53 years ago. 53 years ago, I was about to turn 7. That means that 2 full generations of New Yorkers have had no idea what it means to see their team amount to jack squat. Now, if you happen to be among these people, the ones that have dedicated their lives to seeing the Knicks not win championships, then this must be a very exciting time for you indeed. So much so that you might even consider splurging for tickets. But what would something like that cost you? Well, it's funny you should ask. According to reports, center court tickets for Game 3, 12 rows back, across from both benches, are allegedly being sold for as much as $123,000 apiece. If you wanted to buy tickets to sit behind the Knicks bench, those tickets are being sold on StubHub for $279,804 per ticket. Now, you might say, Baxy, I'm a little strapped for cash. How much are the absolute cheapest seats available at Madison Square Garden? Well, apart from the seats in the men's room, the cheapest seats will cost you about $5,893. Interestingly enough, the cheapest seats in either San Antonio or Oklahoma City is anywhere between $1,200 to $1,600 per ticket, whereas courtside seats are expected to go for anywhere between $25,000 to $33,000. You know where they're not going? They're not going after my money. Because frankly, the cheapest seats in the house, no matter where they play, is at my house on the couch. And no, you are not invited. Folks, I just spent $76 to fill up my car with the cheapest possible gasoline I can find. I don't have anything left over to purchase a $5,000 ticket to anything. I don't even have enough money to get there, nor do I have enough money to park my car in New Haven so I can take an overpriced train to get there and come back home. No offense, but it would be cheaper to rent the Rolls Royce and drive it to either San Antonio or Oklahoma City, and I have no intention of doing either of those things. But hey, enough of my yapping. Sports brought to you by Rocky's Ace Hardware. Buy a mower at Rocky's, it's delivered and assembled for free. Buy a grill at Rocky's, it's also delivered and assembled for free. Mowers and grills, $400 and up, are being delivered to your home and backyard for free at your neighborhood Rocky's Ace Hardware. I'm Bax. That's my view from the couch.
Rock 102, Springfield's classic rock.
Rock 102, Springfield's Classic Rock. It's 8:14 and Bon Jovi with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
It is going to be mix of sun and clouds with a high of 86 at 64 in downtown Springfield.
Marty Caproni is in the studio. There's a $30 dinner and a comedy show tomorrow night at the Shortstop for charity.
Yes, for Cane's Crusade, which is an amazing cause. As near and dear to my heart, anyone that knows me knows I love dogs. And what the people at Cane's do is provide relief for people and solutions for people who want to keep their dog in their home and need to. Like Steve said, sometimes people are veterans and stuff like that. So it's a great cause. And it's going to be a heck of a show. We've booked PJ Thibodeau, who used to open for Louis C.K. nationally, and Dane Cook and everyone. He's coming in, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Going to be great raffle prizes.
It's going to be a mayonnaise midget mash fest.
That was the other.
That's exactly right. Sure is.
You know, I wonder if anyone's ever Googled that, but you showed it to me before.
I don't know what you're talking about. I've never seen anything like that. Whatever the hell it is you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm not even sure that's I don't know if the keywords have been entered in the meta tags for that one.
That's not even something I would tell you about at the Thursday night dinner and a comedy show. Where to find?
I will tell people about my gift from Hawkman on the at the show and the corresponding joke to said gift.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. Which you guys seem to appreciate while we're off air.
That was good. Did you hear Steve's joke?
He has not told me it yet.
Well, you're going to have to wait till Thursday night at the $30 dinner and a comedy show, which is to support a dog organization. And speaking of dogs, a dog reportedly triggered a shotgun inside of a truck during a stop at a Nebraska gas station on Saturday, sending a blast through the vehicle and injuring a woman in another vehicle several yards away. The incident unfolded shortly after noon when the vehicle pulled into a short stop, a gas station and convenience store.
Not to be confused.
Not the short stop. Not our place.
Home of the...
Yeah. According to the Scotts Bluff Police Department, the dog remained inside the vehicle after the owner stepped into the store. Another passenger riding along also stepped outside but stayed near the front passenger side door, according to the news outlet. During that time, the dog reportedly moved around in the rear seat and came into contact with the shotgun stored in the vehicle. The firearm appeared to have a live round in the chamber and was discharged after being triggered. The blast reportedly passed through the vehicle's front passenger side door, traveled out of the parking lot, and struck a woman who was stopped at a nearby traffic light several yards away.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Police said the shotgun pellet struck the upper portion of her right arm, which was resting on the window at the time. Dogs. You can't trust any of them.
Yeah, I've heard of hunting dogs, but that's a little much when they're actually shooting the gun.
Taking it a little too seriously.
Very Looney Tunes.
And he didn't have a hunting license. That's the thing about it. Just get the little tag on his collar, but not about hunting.
And I'll tell you this, if they try to arrest that dog and I'm on a jury, innocent. The dog is innocent.
You'd never sit in that jury.
It's a good dog.
The good thing is
you'd be a biased juror.
Yes, I would.
Her injuries were not considered life-threatening, and the family member transported her to the local hospital for treatment. Police said the incident was initially reported involving a BB gun, but responding officers were later informed that it involved a shotgun. Well, he was riding shotgun in the car. That's a shotgun. Investigators also noted damage to the vehicle's passenger side door consistent with a shotgun blast. The Scotts Bluff police will continue to investigate the incident.
What kind of jerk has their gun rack or whatever on their pickup and doesn't have the safety on?
Well, maybe the dog was able to figure out how to disengage the safety.
And then pump it if it was a pump action.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Well, listen, some of these dogs are very smart.
Hey, Kurt Cobain's dog, Courtney Love, she learned how to take the safety off.
Come on.
Why?
What? Oh, God.
She was being a very bad dog that day.
That's why he swatted her around the nose with a newspaper.
Yeah.
Listen,
then all of a sudden, there's no Kurt Cobain anymore.
Do you know, because remember I was telling you I'm getting all these conspiracy theories on my thing?
Yeah.
Do you know there's a conspiracy around that death that relates to Dave Grohl and his father having worked in the CIA and for Richard Nixon and him being hired as Nirvana as part of a handler?
Welcome back to the Alex Jones program.
The water's turning the frogs gay.
You know, for years, Marty Caproni told me I was full of crap, but now he's seeing the light. He's seeing the light that Kurt Cobain was tied to the CIA, along with Patton Oswalt, who shot JFK from a grassy knoll.
By the way, Steve Nagle is not filled with crap. It's filled with chocolatey nougat.
And who doesn't love chocolatey nougat?
Everyone loves chocolatey nougat. It's delicious. Melts in your mouth and not in your hands.
You haven't even. I have a theory that there's not even real nougat anymore.
I don't even know what nougat
Man,
is.
that is a rabbit hole that you must have gone on.
I'm too far
real
now.
deep in.
I've got a tinfoil hat on, and I missed the real nougat.
Did
Before
you
we get this government bioengineered nougat. Go ahead, Steve.
Did you try the Twix bars at my house the other day?
Yes,
They were good, weren't they?
They were good. So Steve had a party for his daughter, and we went there. And first of all, that roast beef that you did sandwich was amazing, phenomenal.
Yeah, French dip style.
And I had some of Barry's egg salad, not knowing it was Barry's egg salad.
And what did you think?
It was very good.
See, I don't know if you heard the story from yesterday.
I did. You met him and did a drug deal, egg salad deal.
We did a North End drug deal, egg salad switch off, and very clandestine. Very kind of hush hush. I don't want to say where we were in the North End. Let's just say that that's my business. Mm-hmm. But the egg salad was absolutely delicious.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I didn't know it was egg salad. I thought it was potato salad because I was looking at the texture and I didn't have my glasses on. And I was like, it's got to be potato salad. Normally, egg salad, I got to have it on a roll. I can't just bareback egg salad.
No, you can raw dog the egg
salad.
I
raw dogged that egg salad, and it was delicious. And then I realized it was Barry's egg salad.
What kind of drugs is Barry selling other than egg salad? Like statins, like Pravastatin or Lipitor or something like that?
You should see how good his cholesterol is these days.
Whoa, look, I got this whole stack of...
what do you need, blood pressure? Losartan?
Yeah.
Losartan?
You got stomach acid? You got Prilosec right here.
I will say, though, then I saw the things on the counter, and everyone was kind of cutting a little half off, and they were eating it. And I remember Steve saying his daughter had made homemade Twix bars. And everyone was arguing over what was in the bar because you could see the 3 layers. And I said, those are Twix bars. And I went over and I cut one off. And I piled it in my face, and it was delicious.
Really? Yeah, my daughter made those homemade
really
Twix
good
bars. Yeah.
Very cool.
By the way, a listener said, I'm not sure about what this switch-off Bax is talking about. What did you give him in trade? If you're saying a switch-off, something was switched off. What did you give him?
I gave him advice.
What was the advice?
If I told you, then I'd have to tell everybody.
Well, and really tell everybody.
Well, I don't think that's really an appropriate thing to do.
Well, you already
just between me and Barry.
You already got the prize, so what's the harm in telling what the thing is? You already got what you wanted.
Steve, he gave him a reach around into the back seat where he had his advice book.
Nothing physical happened between me and Barry. I would almost feel like that would be kind of hallowed ground. The way I respect Barry.
There's nothing to be ashamed about, Bax. It's okay.
No, I'm not ashamed.
Listen, I don't want to know what's going on in your bedroom. You want to be Barry's little twink?
What happens between Barry and I is between Barry and I, and no, it was not physical, romantic, or sexual in any way.
Didn't you call him Barry Bear once?
Yeah, but that was an accident. I mean, it just came out that way.
Is it true that 22 News really does work for you? You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Marty, if you must know.
Yeah.
No, I mean, there will be a future favor, I'm sure, down the road when Barry is in need. I'll step up my game, but until that happens, I'm going to have as much egg salad as I can possibly stuff down my child pipe.
I'll tell you what, I would drive to meet Barry for a pound of that egg salad. It was that good.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind be pounded up. I mean, I wouldn't mind a pound of Barry's egg salad.
Didn't you go to an all-male anchor orgy one time?
No, Steve.
It was a meat earologist party?
No.
No?
No.
You didn't do that?
I was at Brian Lapis' house.
When Cy Becker go in there going, oh, let's take another look at his boobies.
Brian Lapis' house. He was. He said there was an 80% chance of weird stuff.
Yeah.
A passing front.
Yeah. El Nino is coming in tonight. All right. All right. I will ask this question like I did yesterday. How did we get here?
I don't know, Steve. Yeah. It's funny how we take the circuitous route every single day.
Yeah.
Don't know.
Yeah.
Day 24 with Bax and Nagle at Rock 102.
GG Inc.'s screen print.
Today with a high of 86 at 64 in downtown Springfield.
I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but Steve Nagle from Rock 102, have you ever heard of him?
Yes.
He's throwing a big, fat party boom body on Saturday, June 20th at Vanish Valley Brewing in Ludlow to celebrate the start of summer and to raise money for Rick's Place. Great organization that provides support for grieving children, teens, and their families after the loss of a loved one. Be live music, great activities for the kids, prizes all over the place, food and beverages for sale from Vanish Valley. Hot Rod Dog and Malicious Ice Cream Trucks will be there as well. You can get your tickets at rock102.com. They're just $10.21 with every penny raised, apart from a small ticketing fee, going directly to Rick's Place. It's Steve Nagle Summer Kickoff Party, June 20th, noon to 3 at Vanish Valley Brewing in Ludlow, brought to you by Dave Miner Exterior Home Improvements, Aqua Pump, Father and Son's Garage Door, The Hawkman, and Rock 102 Springfield's Classic Rock.
We got some really great prizes coming in from our clients here at Rock 102. Western Mass Masons dropped off this entire prize pack. It's all Yeti stuff. It's a Yeti cooler, and the Yeti cups to go along.
Man, those
with
coolers
it.
those are.
Yeah,
that's pricey stuff.
Yeah, that ain't your Dick's Igloo.
Hey! What are we talking about here?
This ain't no Dick's Igloo. This is like something you'd buy at a quality place, like like a Rocky's Ace Hardware or something like that. So we got that stuff. We got the Good Dog Spot was nice enough to put
They're giving away somebody's dog.
No, they're not doing that. They're giving away. It's like a little doggy like a treat pack.
That's awesome.
Kind of thing. Very nice basket, and there's something for everybody. There's going to be something for everybody, and the kids are going to have a blast. There's going to be all kinds of activities for them. Nice big family fun day. So come on out. June 20th for support Rick's Place.
I had a guy message me. He goes, "So you're doing a garage door. What if I don't have a garage, but I enter it? Would you be cool with just like hanging out with me for a couple of hours instead of having to put the door in?"
How lonely do you have to be in your life?
No, the guy was cool, but here's what I told him. I told him, I volunteered this to you, Steve, and I know you agreed. Not only am I going to, with my buddy Mike from Father and Son Garage Door, are we going to, and by the way, that thing is amazing. A garage, literally, if you need a garage door, let's say you have a big garage door and we're going to put it in for you. Now, this guy doesn't have a garage. So, Steve, I told that you're doing the pig thing, right? Did you announce that?
There's a pig roast up for grabs. They'll come and cook a pig for you.
Yeah. So I told Steve, why don't we also donate a comedy show? So if somebody says, hey, we're going to have this pig roast thing, but we also want to have a comedy show, Steve and I will show up and do a comedy show right in your backyard while they roast the pig.
Hilltown Pork. That's who's going to do the pig. That's a great band name, by the way.
Hilltown Pork.
Yeah. They're going to be doing. They're donating the pig, and they'll cook it for you at your event, or for your event. So I think that's a pretty good prize. We'll do a comedy show with it.
Yeah, and it's going to be a. I mean, obviously, Steve. This is near and dear to Steve's heart, but it's going to be a great day for families. You don't have to be families. You can just come out and say hi. We'll all be there. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, it's going to be it's going to be a good time.
It's going to be a fun.
Don't say it.
Don't
you dare say it.
Now, tomorrow night at the Shortstop, that's going to be a mayonnaise midget mash.
Speaking of that, tomorrow night is going to be Swedish meatballs, right?
No, barbecue meatballs.
Ooh, barbecue meatballs.
Yeah.
All right,
the Swedes have been excluded from that event.
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
No
they're-
Swedes.
They're too neutral.
Had
We
it
need something to spice it up a little
They've
bit. A
had
little
it too
barbecue
good for
sauce on
too
this.
long. What else is it going to be? Rice? Because I like the rice.
Rice is there. Rice is
Oh,
there
there
too.
you go.
Yeah. Hey,
Okay.
listen, it's
Salad,
going to be a
rolls.
good time. Come on out.
All right, we got news coming up next to Rock 102. Aaron, give me one more reason. Bax and Nagle on Rock 102. It's time for news brought to you by Jordan's Furniture. Now's the perfect time to update your home with 15% off furniture and mattresses. Jordan's Furniture. Visit any Jordan store or shop Jordans.com. Here's local radio icon Steve Nagle.
Thanks, Bax. Westfield Legislative and Ordinance Committee Chair William Oniski brought a new ordinance to regulate electric bikes to the City Council back on May 20th. The ordinance passed with the first reading after a vigorous discussion, with a second vote to be scheduled for the City Council meeting on June 19th after several suggested amendments are made. Oniski said the ordinance was developed in conjunction with the Lieutenant John Parrish, chair of the Traffic Commission, and City Solicitor Shanna Reed. The need for this, I think we could all understand, he said, adding that whenever he mentions to people that he's working on it, they tell him about close calls they've had with motorized bikes. It is becoming a huge problem with these people on these bikes that they go 40 miles an hour down the street. You can't even hear them. It's not like a motorcycle where you can actually audibly hear something coming down the road. What?
It's stupid.
What? What's
Yeah,
stupid?
just looking for reasons to write more tickets.
Well, I mean, if you're on a vehicle of any kind
Yeah.
and you're driving erratically or in a dangerous way without signaling to somebody, hey, get out of the way, I'm on an electric bike and I'm coming to hit you, then maybe you deserve a ticket.
I just think what they should do is if you're on an electric bike and you get hit, you're automatically, you can't sue anybody. That's it. Because you're driving like an idiot.
You never done the electric slide before? The ordinance lists for several categories of electric bikes: scooters, mopeds, and skateboards. Class 1 are electric bicycles or tricycles with fully operational pedals and an electric motor of 750 watts or less, which provides power only when the rider is pedaling, but no power assistance above 20 miles an hour.
Do you still agree with this, Bax?
Well, I mean, I'm not really a bike guy, really.
But do you think that government needs to regulate a bicycle?
Well, it already has some rules for the road for bicycles. You got to wear a bike helmet. You got to, you go against the flow of traffic. I mean, there are rules.
Do you have to wear a bike helmet? Is that legal?
I think in some states you got to wear a bike helmet.
I think if you're under the age of 16, you have to wear a bike helmet. If you're over the age of 16, you don't have to wear a bike helmet. But then if you ride a motorcycle in this state, then you have to wear a helmet. I don't understand the rule. I don't ride any of these things, so I'm not sure.
Mark my words. This is all just stuff coming to raise money because everyone's budgets are falling short because the party's over. Party's over. Tab's due. And none of these communities want to lay off their brother-in-law, sister's nephew who runs this and does that. So now we got to find new things to tax and fine people and whatever to raise money.
Well, I don't know, Marty. I think if you're driving a motorized vehicle of any kind, there should be some laws that either protect you or protect people around you. I don't think that's such a crazy idea.
What about my RC car? What if I have an RC car? Does it need an airbag?
You should absolutely have to go get that inspected for $40 down at your local RC car inspection station.
Look, what I'm trying to say is they're putting stuff in the water that's making the frogs gay.
The frogs are turning gay.
Frogs used to be the most heterosexual amphibians in the world.
They're starting with the bikes, and next thing you know, they're going to be telling you what positions you could do in the bedroom.
You like dogs? Well, forget about that because you can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
You better not like cats either because they don't want you to touch on any of those on your personal time.
I'm okay with cowboys, but any of you reverse cowboys are going to have some real problems.
Yeah.
You want the government to come into your bedroom? Huh? You want them regulating how you make love to your woman?
That's what I'm saying. It's a slippery slope.
Have you ever made love in the backseat of a car? I one time made love in the backseat of a car. The officer come up and he said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'll be stroking." That's what I'll be stroking.
Now, where were you stroking?
I stroke it to the east, and I stroke it to the west, and I stroke it to the woman that I love the best. I've been stroking. I didn't know Alex Jones did that song.
Yeah,
that was him.
He does great.
He did a cover version.
Yeah, well, he's a versatile guy, I guess you could say. Let's see. A new restaurant on Boston Road in Springfield celebrated its grand opening on Tuesday afternoon. Chef Zhang Chinese Cuisine is expanding to Springfield after establishing a strong following in Farmington and New Haven. The restaurant is known for bringing authentic Chinese cuisine to local communities. Mayor Dom Dom and the state representative Angelo Pupolo. Hey, Angelo Pupolo. Whoa.
Trying to welcome this guy over here to the neighborhood, this Chinese guy, whatever.
Hey, get some meatballs with his sushi head.
Hey, wait, what do we got over here? You got some gabagool with some of that lo mein, huh?
Yeah.
You got something going on there?
Give me a little of that fresh salmon there, but wrap it a little prosciutto. You know what I'm saying?
A sign of respect would be to name this dish General Dom Dom instead of your General So or whatever you got going over there.
I know Angelo Pupolo.
Yeah.
Angelo Pupolo is a friend of mine.
And
you two are not Angelo Pupolo.
Yeah, yes.
Do you remember when politically that was like scandalous in that debate? Remember when he did that?
Yeah.
Everyone's like, "Oh!" And then somehow we evolved to the last debate where they're like, "Look at his hands, tiny wiener."
No, I remember when Lloyd Benson said that.
Yeah,
and people went absolutely ballistic.
Yeah.
And this last one, I don't think Biden seems all that bad.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like a bad
He seems to be okay. He's locked in.
I was reading the things that is it ice cream time yet?
They're eating cats. They're eating dogs. It was like watching an old folks home, like lunchtime at an Alzheimer's unit at a clinic.
And you had the drunk mom over there being like the what was it, the thing she kept saying it over and over again. It was the one thing. The we are divided by the thing that we are not, or something like that.
Oh yeah, it made absolutely no sense whatsoever.
But someone must have told her it was good. She had like 4 or 5 boxes of wine.
You go with that one.
Yeah.
Anyway, their online menu includes dishes such as American Chinese, Hunan Chongqing specialty items, Gold Mita Hunan stir fries, soups, desserts, and more. The grand opening celebration of Chef Zhang Chinese cuisine featured traditional lion dancing and Sichuan face-changing performance.
Wow, I'll tell you what. I'm looking at the menu right now. Where is this going in?
Boston Road. What did it say? A new restaurant on Boston Road.
But where in Boston Road?
It's 786 Boston Road.
All right, let's see what 786
Boston Road. Springfield. Let's see where we go. We're right by the Coles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's a little further up.
Hey, who's got the lo mein going on here today?
What can be unburdened by what has been.
That's it.
That's the
That's
thing.
it.
Yeah.
So for example, if you've been eating at Juicy Seafood for like weeks at a time, now you want to move your game up. You can go up the street, go to Kohl's, buy some
Chinese?
tube socks, and go to Chef Chang's.
Is there a Kohl's on Boston
Sure there
Road?
is.
There is?
Yeah, there is.
Where's a Kohl's?
If you go further up, Boston Road. Say you're heading towards.
Is it in the new Old Eastfield Mall?
The Big Y used to be there. In the plaza on Boston Road.
On the opposite side of, say, where like
Pep Boys was.
Pep Boys or Raymore Flanagan.
Yeah.
There's a Kohl's there?
It's been there for years.
Right before Maddie's Cafe, where our good friend Artie Robb threw a rock through somebody's window back in the day.
That was the best story ever. Oh, God.
See? You should go out there, man. You should go out there.
They were actually nice people. I met with them, the Maddie's Cafe people. That's, see, we were talking about places we could do a show this weekend on Friday night or Saturday night. Someone messaged me the Tigers AC in Chicopee, but they haven't got back to me. Maybe it's Maddie's. I don't know. Maybe it's somewhere.
Maybe it is.
Maybe it's Kohl's. Maybe I didn't know there's a Kohl's on Boston Road.
It's been there for years.
It's got to be a war zone in there, though.
No, it's perfectly fine. What are you talking about? Oh, yeah, it's perfect.
I've
bought tube socks there many times.
Oh, okay.
Summer is quickly approaching, meaning the school season is coming to an end. Of course, for many local high school seniors, that means graduation. The Hamden DA's office issued a warning to parents on Tuesday. While you may want to celebrate with your children, allowing underage drinking or marijuana use at home can have serious criminal and civil consequences under state law. Providing alcohol or marijuana to a person under 21 is punishable by up to a year in jail plus a $2,000 fine. Caretakers can face civil liability if an underage person consumes either at their home and later results in injury or death to themselves or others. Civil judgments in these cases can reach millions of dollars.
That's good advice, Steve. But you know what would really make sense? If you could take a graduation ceremony and start, hauling off haymakers to the people sitting behind you, starting off a little wrestling match in the fifth row.
What do you think? This is Connecticut? Come on, we're classier up here. You know what this does, though? This really puts a wrinkle in my plan of doing the graduation edible infused electric bike rodeo in Westfield, where all the graduation kids get an electric bike, no helmet, a bunch of edibles, and we race around the block.
You weren't supposed to tell anybody about that.
Sorry.
Where are you going to meet? Which parking lot are you going to be in? Are you going to do that in?
I know a great place up at the north end. No one will ever see you.
Yeah.
What about there used to be a place in Westfield that burnt down like 3 times. It was Woody's. It was Woody's Pizza.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. It was like an A-frame place.
Yeah, it was really good restaurant too, but it mysteriously burnt down like twice.
It was Woody's wood-fired pizza.
Ironically,
and then it was Woody's wood-fired.
Yeah. Wasn't that an old IHOP at one point?
I believe it was.
Yeah,
and then it burnt down, and then they rebuilt it again, and then I believe it burnt down the second time.
Well, someone apparently didn't learn their lesson.
Wait, what are the chances of lightning striking twice in the same place?
Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, who knows? Who knows? Your Pioneer Valley forecast today is going to be a mix of sun and clouds with a high of 86. Tomorrow, sunny with a high of 72. It is 70 right now in downtown Springfield. Who knows what the weather is going to be like today?
It's 8:49 with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
I just gave you the forecast. It's going to be a mix of all that good stuff. Yeah.
Let's see here. We have some things to give away a little bit later on, but we'll just hold back for just a minute before we get into that.
What do you mean? Oh, you mean it's going to be soon. It just won't be.
It won't be like right this very moment, but in the next few minutes, we'll give something very, very, very nice away.
May I just address something that happened here yesterday morning? Sometimes we leave the studio early. We have multiple things to do.
Yeah.
And we record the show close sometimes. And sometimes the show close might not always be the correct one. Because yesterday's show close was congratulating the Springfield Thunderbirds for their on. I forgot to mention that to you because Marty texted me and he's like, "You just congratulated the Springfield Thunderbirds on their big weekend that they're coming up here."
Imagine my surprise when I was just listening to the show casually, going about my day. And I heard myself closing out the show that I was no part of.
But you know what? This is what I love about this program, because when Marty and I were doing the show, I played the View from the Couch theme song with no view from the couch behind it. I didn't prepare anything like that. That's your bag.
These kinds of oversights can happen. It's a very simple human mistake.
But you know what? It was like we were going back in that time machine we were talking about last week. No, Marty, we got to go back and tell everybody to root for the Thunderbirds.
You know, maybe today in the show close, I'll play one that says, "Coming up tomorrow, the Mass Hat."
Yeah. Coming up tomorrow, 9/11 tribute.
Yeah, no, I
we'll
don't think
celebrate the Hindenburg.
I promise that today's show close will be the proper one. I had no idea
Listen,
that had
don't
happened.
promise anything. You can't promise. You can't.
Tomorrow's
promise.
not promised.
You're right. You're absolutely right. We may not even make it to the end of the show.
Yeah,
anything
you never
can happen.
know.
But you know what? We're just supporting the Thunderbirds for next season.
Yeah, you can't start early enough.
Right.
The way I see it.
Whatever.
You know, and a classy thing to do right now would be to wish the Penguins good luck, but I'm not going to do it.
I'm not doing that. No.
Still hate that city.
Is that Wilkes-Barre scumbag team? Yeah.
Scumbags. The Scranton scumbags.
Scranton scumbags.
Yeah.
Yeah. You were talking about Pennsylvania towns, weren't you? Last week. I leave.
Yeah,
when I left early.
we're having a conversation about driving through Pennsylvania and how, like, Wilkes-Barre and Scranton are real, like, two
Hazelton
genuine
Mountaintop.
hellholes.
Right, but you called it Scrotum, Pennsylvania.
I call it Scrotum, Pennsylvania,
But
because I've hung out there a couple of times.
all right.
Things got a little airy. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I used to date the Stink Twins. They used to hang out there. But no, matter of fact, when I was a kid, we used to drive through Pennsylvania. We used to go to Pennsylvania Dutch Country. That was the big vacation we had for the weekend. Let's go to Pennsylvania Dutch Country. They had the big flea market out there and a smorgasbord.
Ooh. Did you ever go to Hershey?
Oh, yeah.
How'd you get there?
The Hershey Highway. But Scott Run, Pennsylvania, we would always say was Scrotum, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I can understand that.
And then Blue Bell would be Blue Ball.
Right.
And then there is an Intercourse, Pennsylvania.
Yeah,
that is true.
Yeah.
That is
Not
true.
much of that going on there, though.
Although
if you do wind up there, you're effed.
Did you ever take the kids to Hershey when they were little? When they were little squirts?
No, never took the Hershey squirts down there.
Okay.
Down there.
Just a question I had.
I went on a date there once with Barbara Hershey. Now that was fun.
You never dated Barbara Hershey.
Yes, I did.
You did not.
Yes, I did. She had those big Hershey lips that she used to have.
Is that a fact?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got my eyes on you.
Oh, why are we struggling to get to the next segment here?
Because, you see, if I say, hey, 10th caller right now, it's too early.
What is it? We're done the Metallica. So what is this thing?
Oh, this is even better.
What is it for?
It is a $25 gift card to Ollie's in either Springfield or Agawam.
Oh, the store I haven't been to yet that you guys say is really good.
Oh, yeah. For $25, you could practically buy up half the store.
I was thinking about taking my skateboard in the parking lot there.
Smart idea.
Yeah.
That is a good
Doing
idea.
some jumps on the curbs there with the board. I don't know what you call them, but whatever.
They call the jumps of the curb.
Yeah.
Let's see. We talked about the dog shooting people.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's see. South Korea. What?
Talked about the $30 dinner and a comedy show.
$30 dinner
Talked
comedy
about
show.
getting Barry's egg salad yesterday.
Yep.
What else can we do? What about RFK Health Human Service Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. picks up 2 snakes with bare hands.
he keeps doing it. I try to defend him, and then every time I defend him, he does something crazy. What did he do?
Well, he just picked up these 2 snakes that were outside of the building, and he's like, oh, look at these. I can take these home and cut the heads off of them and eat the rest of it because it's really good for your skin to get snake oil in there, and then you can stir it with your penis, and then you make a nice tea, like a snake oil tea out of this kind of thing. It's really good for your throat. I call it throat coat. It's much like that sleepy time tea you can buy in Walmart, which I wouldn't suggest buying anything else from there other than the sleepy time tea.
Did you ever see him in jeans?
He's always wearing jeans.
Yeah, it looks like he took one of those snakes and put it in his front pocket.
Well, he's got a...
The dude is jacked.
He is ripped.
He is totally ripped.
That's what I'm saying. You can't argue with the guy.
It's HHS's Hog and Human Health Secretary. I got a nice big hog. And, why do you think I got such a hot wife over here?
Hey, Ollie's, home of the good stuff cheap. Now open in Agawam and Springfield. Ollie's isn't like any other store you've ever seen. Closeout deals, overruns, package changes, excessive inventory. How would you like to have a $25 gift card in the palm of your hand?
The only thing about Ollie's isn't why you can get a great deal there any day of the week. You have red dye number 5 in the Twinkies that they sell.
I don't know what aisle that's in. All I can tell you is they got real brands, real bargain prices in every department. I got a $25 gift card. 10th caller right now, 293-1021. Good luck to you.
They sell toe straps to hold your hog up in the air while you're wearing a pair of Wrangler jeans.
You might call this an Ollie's Christmas. See?
Oh, yeah, you're absolutely
song.
right.
Have
Yes.
Ollie's Christmas.
It's the best time of the year.
You know, the frogs are definitely making people gay. Alex Jones was right about that.
Good luck on Rock 102.
Hey, it's Steve Nagle. Join me and the Rock 102 Road Crew for a